Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this first day of spring, Friday, March 20th. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Despite early talks, the fast food company Chick-fil-A now says it has no plans to open a location in the Wenatchee Valley. State lawmakers from the 7th Legislative District will hold a town hall meeting next week in Omak. Much cooler temperatures on the way this weekend, but plenty of sunshine to go along with it. Your full local weather forecast is straight ahead. A Chelan man is accused of exposing himself to two 11-year-old boys while sitting in his vehicle Tuesday near Chelan Gorge Park. Sheriff's deputies arrested 23-year-old Issei Suarez Sanchez on gross misdemeanor charges of criminal trespass and indecent exposures to a person under age 14. Investigators say Suarez exposed himself and offered the boys $5 in exchange for a sex act about 5 p.m. before driving away from the area of East Trow Avenue and Navarre Street. The youths called 911 immediately and identified Suarez from a collection of photographs. Deputies say Suarez lives with mental health issues and was recently trespassed from Morgan Owings Elementary School in Chelan for allegedly visiting the playground while class was in session. He remained held today in Chelan County Jail on $1,500 bond and faces a district court hearing on Monday. When the Wenatchee Valley talks about fast food, Chick-fil-A, the popular chicken chain, is among the national restaurants most in demand. But despite early talks, the company now says it has no plans to open a location here. Wenatchee World reporter Oscar Rodriguez was on the scene today to get the story.
For 2 years, hopes have been high the national fast food franchise Chick-fil-A might establish a new location here at North Wenatchee Avenue on city-owned property. Confluence Parkway project construction and other materials are currently on the site. Chick-fil-A held what's called a pre-application meeting back in August 2024, but has since then not filed for any permits, and we learned this week that Chick-fil-A does not plan to construct a new location in this area. The company provided us with the following statement. We are always evaluating potential new locations in the hopes of serving existing and new guests great food with remarkable service. While we would very much like to have more restaurants in Wenatchee, we have no new locations to confirm at this time. Glenn DeVries, the City of Wenatchee's Community Development Director, let us know that the city's broker is currently working with an interested party that may be interested in the location, but did not elaborate further on the topic. Reporting from Wenatchee, this is Oscar Rodriguez with NCWLIFE.
The Wenatchee School District is holding 2 public open houses for community members to see inside of Wenatchee High School. The district is planning to place a $295 million bond on ballots this November to help build a new high school and replace failing HVAC systems at 7 district schools. During the event, student and community volunteers will lead guided tours around the building. Representatives from design firm Integris Architecture will be at both events to answer questions and discuss the design process. The free tours are scheduled for Wednesday, April 15th and Sunday, April 26th, and are open to all community members. Governor Bob Ferguson signed a new law Thursday to prevent law enforcement officers in Washington from wearing face coverings to disguise their identities. Senate Bill 5855 was aimed at immigration officers who've worn masks while detaining their targets in cities across the country. The Washington legislature passed it earlier this month over Republican opposition.
Law enforcement's job, of course, is to protect us. Yet ICE is hiding from public accountability. For the safety of both the public and for law enforcement, Washingtonians must know they are interacting with legitimate law enforcement officers. I'm honored to be with you all today to sign this legislation which prohibits law enforcement, including federal immigration agents, from wearing masks while conducting official business in Washington state. This bill establishes important transparency and public accountability measures to protect public safety. It also shows our immigrant community, our friends, family, and neighbors, that we will stand up to protect them, that they have a place in our state, and that they can feel safe in their home.
When we come back, NCW Life is helping your wallet and trying to save you a few bucks, especially during that midday meal as we check out some of the best local places you can get lunch on a budget. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
This March, Lake Chelan welcomes food and wine lovers to an unforgettable experience. Taste Chelan. Chelan Valley's top wineries and restaurants create the perfect pairing of fine wines and culinary delights. With 4 weekends to explore, every visit offers something fresh and exciting. From your first sip to the last bite, every moment is a delicious adventure. But don't wait, tickets are selling fast. Visit tastechelan.com today.
Lake National RV Show is happening now at the Grant County Fairgrounds through Sunday, March 22nd. Countless manufacturers and unbeatable deals. Shop a huge selection of all the best brands of travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Shop Grand Design, Flagstaff, Gulfstream, and much more. All with massive manufacturer discounts, free admission, and you could win a new RV. Don't miss the National RV Show at the Grant County Fairgrounds. Schedule a VIP tour to save $1,000 at nationalrvshowmoseslake.com.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
NCW Life is helping your wallet and trying to save you a few bucks, especially during that midday meal. Reporter Long Tran is checking out some of the best local places you can get lunch on a budget.
North Central Washington has a bustling food scene. Today we'll be heading to a spot where you can grab lunch for under $18. Let's head into Owl Soda Fountain and Gifts. Let's go.
We are a Wenatchee landmark, so we are 100 years old this year. We opened in 1926 on the Wenatchee Ave. We are a 100-year-old establishment, and we took over the business, me and my mom, in 2020, right before COVID hit. I'm a chef by trade. I'm a pastry chef by trade. I went to culinary and baking and pastry, and let's be real honest, I didn't go to school to flip a burger, but I flip a mean burger. What we pride ourselves on is definitely trying to price accordingly so that we aren't losing money, but price accordingly so that people feel like they can come here daily, maybe, as a lunch special. So, but really, I would say we sell a lot of our burger and milkshake special combos. So they get chips, they get a milkshake, and they get a burger. And that's well under $18.
Hi.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. What can I get for you?
So I have $18. What can I get here for $18?
Well, our burger is one of our best sellers, and we can do a special, which comes with a milkshake and some chips. It just kind of depends on what you're in the mood for, but that's probably your best bargain.
Awesome, well, I'll get that.
You want a burger?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Burger.
Thank you so much. So my final bill came to about $16.32, and that's for the lunch value meal, which comes with a burger, some chips, and a milkshake. So for under $18, this is a great deal. Let's take a bite. So good. If you have a favorite lunch for under $18, contact us at news@ncwlife.com. Reporting from Wenatchee, I'm Long Tran, NCW Life.
State lawmakers from the 7th Legislative District will hold a town hall meeting next week. Senator Shelley Short and Representatives Hunter Abel and Andrew Engel will give a 2026 legislative session review during the in-person event. All constituents are invited to attend, and the lawmakers will also take questions from participants. The town hall will take place at the Omak City Hall building on Ash Street on March 26th. The one-hour event will begin at 5:30 p.m. Coming up next, residents in Douglas County have a new option for safely getting rid of hazardous household chemicals. We'll tell you more about that in tonight's feature story. Our temperatures will fall back to normal this weekend with more rain showers on tap for early next week. I'll have your local weather details coming up, along with Cade Calvin with a look at what's happening in sports as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here. Oh. I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCWLIFE and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Residents in Douglas County have a new option for safely getting rid of hazardous household chemicals. The county's moderate risk waste facility opened Thursday with a ribbon cutting, offering drop-off services at 6114 Batterman Road outside Rock Island. The new $1.5 million center has been on the drawing board for years and finally got its launch through a Department of Ecology grant and a host agreement with waste removal company Waste Management. In tonight's feature story, Douglas County Solid Waste Coordinator Becky People says the facility will eliminate the need for yearly waste collection pop-up events, which have helped take up to 40,000 pounds of hazardous material out of the waste stream each year.
So it's been in the planning for about 3 years, but we haven't been able to do the building part of it except for about the last 2 years.
This has been a moment that we have been looking forward to for a long time, and at times it felt like it may never come, but today is that day, and it really is a demonstration of partnerships and the strength in partnerships. The facility that you see here, by and large, was as a result of funding through WM, our partnership with WM, the Department of Ecology, Douglas County, and others that have made this possible.
Each event in total can cost us around $75,000. So our program is completely grant funded, except we also get a little bit of funding from Waste Management, WM. So $75,000 is a big hit to us. There are times when grant funding has gone down that we can only do one a year instead of 2 a year. And so people then bring an immense amount to that one a year. And we've had to close down some because there's so much waste brought in. Now we won't have that issue.
I know that for our citizens, this is a service that they highly value. Every year, for a number of years, we have put on collections, I think twice a year. And while those are great, they're not always convenient for folks.
We won't have any events any longer. We will be open here Mondays and Thursdays from 7 to 4 and the third Saturday of every month from 7 to noon. All of your household chemicals, all of anything you do in your yard, your garden, your pool. We also will take used grease from your house, like from cooking grease and oil and antifreeze, but really any of your household chemicals. Now, no businesses right now. We will be phasing that in to where businesses can bring their stuff here. And now no agricultural waste or chemicals. But we do have sources to get rid of those. Approximately 1.5 million. So it is a lot because of everything that goes into it, all the specialized things that are needed. Just to say because we don't have any water here. So our shower, let alone, was $46,000 just for that unit. But then all the rest of the specialized stuff. So it comes to about 1.5. It's free to Douglas County residents. We do ask that if you'd like to give, a $10 donation, that really helps keep this running. So that would be great. One thing that's kind of silly, I guess, people will bring in containers with oil and stuff, and they want those containers back. We're not always going to have the time to empty that and then give you your container back. So just be mindful of the containment that you bring.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic first day of spring, and boy, temperature-wise, it felt like it was spring out there today, and we had a mix of clouds and sun, even some shower activity, but what a gorgeous shot. This is our Billy Goat Tower camera looking at a lot of the Methow Valley, including Pateros right there, Brewster also up on the left side of your screen, and a pretty good cloud deck around North Central Washington today, but at the very top of the screen, some blue skies. So we did have a mix of clouds and sun today with temperatures once again well above where they should be for this time of year. But that trend is coming crashing down as we get you into the upcoming weekend. And for Saturday and Sunday, we will see sunshine though on both Saturday and Sunday. Might be a little bit filtered sunshine with high clouds, but we will see a cool down with high temperatures ranging from the mid 50s to the low to mid 50s on Sunday, and then just mostly cloudy for Monday before we see about a 60% chance of rain as we get you into early next week. And also, Mother Nature not done with our mountain passes yet. We will see a good chance for more mountain snow into next week. We're talking about Tuesday night into Wednesday. Not only the return for snow in the Cascades, but also some pretty breezy westerly winds, 25 to 40 miles an hour. Oh, remember, winter travel conditions continue as we get you into next week. But let's go back to today for a second. Beautiful high temperature once again, 65 degrees, well above where we should be for this time of year at 54. Our record high, 70, and that was set way back in 1960. 48 this morning, 35 our normal low temperature, and our record low, 26 degrees, set in 2002. Sun came up this morning at 7:03, and it sets tonight at 7:14. All right, getting you into the weekend now. Look at the big change in temperatures. 59 Moses Lake and Ephrata, 57 in Quincy, and then much cooler back west. We'll see 53 here in the Wenatchee Valley tomorrow. That goes for Entiat. A tad warmer in Chelan at 54. High temperature tomorrow up in Leavenworth. 52 degrees. But the good news, as I mentioned, lots of sunshine coming up for our entire weekend, and we'll get to more of that here in a second. All right, tonight here at home, mostly cloudy skies. Area of low pressure is pulling away from us, and it's still pulling some clouds along with it. So mostly cloudy tonight. It will be mild for at least one more night. Low temperatures tonight dropping down into the low 40s. For Saturday and the weekend, here's our little ridge of high pressure pushing into the Pacific Northwest. Mostly sunny. A westerly flow will cool us down into the low to mid 50s for high temperatures tomorrow afternoon. And then as we get you into the end of the weekend on Sunday, lots of sunshine. As I mentioned earlier, maybe some filtered sun on Sunday. Temperatures about normal for this time of year with highs into the mid 50s on Sunday. Monday, not much happening, except we will see an increase in clouds, and it's from this area of low pressure out in the Pacific. It's going to bring clouds our way, especially into western Washington on Monday, but it's not going to be a bad day here at home with high temperatures again into those mid 50s. And then we get a little bit wet on Tuesday. The low moves up north off the coast of British Columbia. That'll bring an even wetter flow our way. We'll have about a 60% chance of rain showers on Tuesday. High temperatures staying steady into those mid 50s for Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies, another large area of high pressure pushing in, but we'll have some lingering showers Wednesday, about a 30% chance of rain. A little bit cooler then too, with high temperatures in the low 50s, and that trend will continue as we get you into Thursday. The good news, lots of sunshine on Thursday. We'll call it seasonably cool because we will still be a little bit below normal, but I don't think most of us will think that the low 50s is all that bad for a high temperature on Thursday. All right, time for your 7-day forecast now, brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. Overnight tonight, one more very mild night, 42 degrees, mostly sunny then for our weekend. Cooler, 53 Saturday, 54 on Sunday, mostly cloudy, and 56 on Monday. And then we get a little bit wet, especially on Tuesday, a 60% chance of rain and 55 degrees, 30% chance for the wet stuff Wednesday and 52. And we'll stay just a little bit cool on Thursday with lots of sunshine and a high temperature of 52 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Cade Calvin and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome in, sports fans. We're here in beautiful Quincy, home of the Quincy Jackrabbits. The Jacks still searching for their first win of the season, but it is early in the season, and they were put to the test by the visiting Brewster Bears. The Jacks finished last year with a share of the Central Washington Athletic Conference title, but like the start to this season, it didn't come easy.
We started off pretty rough, then hit our stride where it mattered, and that's basically kind of what we're hoping for this year.
Quincy head coach Hector Vaca now in year 3, while Brewster's Alex Sanchez begins his first season leading the boys program. Coach Sanchez says early season matchups like this are all about improvement.
It's good that we schedule these tough non-league opponents. They have tons of seniors, so they have lots of experience, so it will help our kids grow.
But this night belonged to one player, Brian Nunez.
Normally a center midfielder, Nunez moved up to striker, and boy did he deliver. A 3-goal hat trick powered Quincy's offense from start to finish.
It feels amazing for sure. Well, most importantly, I like winning as a team. I don't like just scoring and then saying it's my goals or whatever. It happens as a team effort, but overall it feels amazing, especially at home field in Quincy.
The Jacks were relentless in attacking the Bears' defense, not letting up even with the 3-goal advantage.
For us, the mentality is just keep on going till the game's over.
Quincy defeats Brewster 3-0, picking up their first win of the season. Fresh off another successful Rails and Ales, Mission Ridge is already gearing up for its next big event. The Bomber Bank Slalom returns for its 13th year, bringing in around 250 riders across 14 divisions, all competing for prizes and bragging rights. We caught up with Clayton Millar, a Mission Ridge veteran, to learn how this community event got its start.
The Bomber Bank Slalom came to be in 2012 via Eric Baker and Joey McGuire, who used to be the owner-operator of Revolution Snow and Skate. Bank slaloms have been a running tradition since the late 80s, early 1990s, and the first one was founded at Mount Baker, not too far from us, with the legendary Baker Bank Slalom.
Clayton is no stranger to the course himself, competing in nearly every Bomber Bank since it began. He first hit the slopes at just 3 years old, starting on skis before switching to snowboarding a year later.
That's crazy. 3 years old on skis?
Yeah, no, I mean, ski hill right over here teaches people at bobblehead level all the time. Yeah, before you can stand, you might as well slide.
Millar says what stands out most is the support between riders and the strong focus on fundamentals.
So far as snowboarding goes, there's a lot of aspects that people can compete in, but at the end of the day, we all judge each other based off of our turns and how good that you can do a toe side or heel side turn. And a lot of people can't do double corks or hit rails or compete at that level, but we all know how to turn. And so it's a lot of fun to be able to see who can go down the fastest just based off of the basics of making a toe side to heel side turn.
The Bomber Bank Slalom kicks off March 28th at Mission Ridge. For more information, visit missionridge.com. The 3-seed Gonzaga Bulldogs open NCAA tournament play in a first-round matchup against 14-seed Kennesaw State. Graham Ike led the way for the Zags, finishing with 19 points and 8 rebounds. Freshman Davis Fogel also had a big night, scoring 17 points on 6 of 13 shooting. Gonzaga entered the game as a heavy favorite, but the Owls led by 7 points 9 minutes in. Jalen Worley added a double-double with 12 points and 12 rebounds. A Fogel dunk gave the Bulldogs their first double-digit lead with under 8 minutes to play. Gonzaga held off the Owls 73-64, advancing to the second round and extending their streak to 17 straight first-round wins. They'll face 11-seed Texas Saturday at 4:10 p.m.
That's a look at sports. Reporting in Quincy, Cade Calvin, NCW Life.
Finally tonight, a new weekend edition of the Wenatchee World is en route to your mailbox. Here's what to expect on Saturday from the Wenatchee Valley's local newspaper.
All right, in the next edition of the Wenatchee World, we have a story on a Department of Justice report that found that the State Patrol followed protocol when it didn't issue an Amber Alert for the missing Decker girls last May. We have a story on new data that shows that Chelan County ranked 5th per capita in 2025 for ICE arrests. And Chick-fil-A is no longer eyeing a location in Wenatchee. You can read all that and more on WenatcheeWorld.com.
Thanks, Pete, and that will do it for this Friday edition of the NCW Life Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great weekend.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.